At this point of the lesson, I'm going to be doing a demonstration for a bunker shot. I'm just going to be going through the basics here and then hitting a couple shots and then letting them go through and practice. So I'll just be going through the fundamentals as I am talking here. So I'm going to be pointed at the right flag, which is kind of in the more right center of the screen, and my feet are pointed at the left flag, which is more towards the middle of the screen. And right now I'm talking about the leading edge of the wedge. I use the leading edge of the wedge to point at the target. So if you compare the lines between my feet and where the wedge is going, or what your club path would be, they kind of create an intersecting V behind you. That's kind of one of my visuals. And then there I'm just drawing lines in the sand. This is where I'm going to be hitting into the sand rather than hitting the ball, so it comes out nice and soft and you're not flying it over the green. So hopefully this pops out here. I'm just talking about sliding the club through the sand and underneath it here. Make sure you put a good amount of force into it. So there it popped out and it's on the green. Okay, at this point I'm doing a fried egg or plugged bunker shot. So I just stuck the ball in the sand, and my explanation for this is it's essentially the exact same setup, open stance and everything with a regular bunker shot, but you hood the club face. So instead of having the leading edge of the club face pointed at the target, you actually close it and aim it to the flag where my feet are pointed. The club path is still towards the hole, but the club face is closed and pointed along my footpath. Alright, in this demonstration I'm doing an uphill lie, or a flop shot to the flag, and the flag is actually maybe 3 or 4 feet to the right of the screen, out of the screen there. And on the slope there, I'm just talking about the different fundamentals of how to hit the shot, and I'm just explaining that you want to open up the club face a little bit to add more bounce to the club, so you don't dig it into the slope. And there I'm just comparing the lie in what your feet are with how your shoulders and how your body's aligned. You want to be swinging along the slope rather than into the slope like that. You want to be swinging more upwards and along the slope like that second example there. So if you do that with the open face, it should pop right out. And the only problem with that is, as I explained there later, is that you're going to be having to hit it harder. It's like hitting a higher lofted wedge with the aid of the slope. So you're just going to have to be swinging harder, and the ball is just going to pop up and kind of go more straight up than you're used to with a normal flop shot. And then in this one, it's just a normal chip, and I wanted to make sure to explain this just because it's a really easy shot, but a lot of people tend to have trouble with it just because they don't use the wedge the right way. And so I'm just explaining that you want to be using the bounce of the wedge and letting it skip off the ground like it's designed, rather than pushing it forward and clipping it. You can do that, but that makes it a lot more difficult, and you're going to be more likely to chunk it. So, give yourself a little bit extra loft and maybe more bounce on the wedge, and use that effectively as you hit the chip, and it'll come out more clean like that one.